Hey guys, welcome to the channel where we talk just hair, no bullshit. My name is Cash Lawless, and today I'm wearing an incredibly deep V, I have just been told, which is kind of bullshit. But I'm hoping that you will forget about my shirt when you watch this video. It is really kind of deep though. Should I change? Whatever. In today's video, I'm cutting my youngest daughter's hair and we are doing a faded undercut, which is super cool because she's had the longest hair and not wanted me to cut it forever. We went to a bob. She loved that stage and now she's ready to take it all off. And there's actually another video coming soon where we do a double process, bleach and turn her completely pink, which is a really cool disconnected color technique. So make sure to stay tuned for that one coming soon, and I hope you guys enjoy this razor cut video. We're gonna start by taking a curved horizontal back section from right above the temple area where the hairline begins to recede all the way back to the top of the occipital bone. I apologize for not showing the back sectioning here, but you will see that in a few moments. When we clip the hair up, we wanna make sure we don't apply any tension to the scalp. If you clip hair up on a party and when you release the tension, you'll find the lines aren't straight and your fade will be really inconsistent. Anyway, let's get to the chopping. So, there we go, first cut. Gone. Very shocking feeling, I'm sure. I'm gonna start at the temple, rolling the clippers off, leaving the weight line near the parting. I prefer to do this over a hard line disconnection where all the hair on the sides is the same length for a couple of reasons. The haircut grows out much easier. It allows the layers to just melt into the sides, and it just elevates the look a bit from a simple DIY buzz to a fade that actually intentionally shapes the head. So that's why I prefer to do it. It just looks a little better to me. And then we just repeat that on the other side. All right, time for the dangerous part, the open blade straight razor. I have severely cut myself when training to use this tool many years ago, which gave me a huge reverence for it. It's just one of those tools that a lot of hairdressers are still really uncomfortable with using, and understandably so. It's very risky, but it's also incredibly fun and functional as a way to cut hair. So I wanted to share a few tips with you guys to keep you and your clients safe while being able to cut hair in a really cool way. First, I like to hold the razor between my middle and index finger and keep the blade facing myself as often as possible. This is a technique I adopted and modified from Nick Arrojo in New York. We're going to elevate our section slightly and use our index finger on the spine of the blade and a combination of our wrist and finger to control the movement of the blade. I'm getting millimeters away from my fingers, and trust me, you don't want to lose a finger here, so make sure to practice really slow in the beginning. Don't go fast right out of the gate if this is your first time using an open blade razor. Just chill, take it easy, practice the movement, and over time build up speed. I mentioned that I'm slightly elevating my sections. This is completely personal preference, but I'm elevating slightly below 90 because I want to maintain some weight in the first section, as the razor is already removing a lot of weight internally for me. As I move toward the hair in front of the ear, I use the ear as an anchor and over-direct all the hair to the top of the ear, preserving length toward the front. I want longer hair in the front on this style, so this makes perfect sense to pull it back and preserve that length. You'll see I'm gonna go back in here and I'm gonna remove some extra weight internally where I feel it's a bit heavy. Just remember to step back every once in a while, use your eyes, because the rules are only gonna get you so far. We're going to start our next section and all the following sections elevating out to 90 and using our razor vertically rather than horizontally. This ensures you don't cut layers that are too short and on the top when you slide your razor up and down. Now we're gonna go ahead and elevate this at 90 because we don't want a heavy weight line on these layers, because that would give us a bowl cut feeling, which is not really what I'm going for here. This is gonna give us a much softer, blended, layered look, which is more piecey and feathery rather than heavy and blunt. You can see pretty clear here, I am no longer following the guide underneath as far as length. I'm pulling these pieces out pretty far well beyond what the previous layer was, and that is because I want this juxtaposition in length. I want those upper layers to be significantly longer than that first one, because I want that really jagged look on the side. Now you're going to repeat the exact same thing that you did on the previous layer on this top layer, and repeat the exact same thing on the other side, pulling all hair out to 90. Now this is where this video falls completely short of what I want it to be. I just screwed up and did not realize the camera stopped recording until I went to edit it. Unfortunately, I can't put the hair back on and reshoot, so I decided I'd have to just use the iPhone time-lapse footage to finish this out. I promise this won't happen next time, and while this video is not perfect, I hope you find some value in the techniques in it. So I'll finish up here. All right, so we finished up that side, and we moved on to the next side. We did the exact same thing we did earlier, just a slightly below 90 elevation on the first section, 90 on the remaining, over directing to the ear, using the razor vertically on those top sections rather than horizontally. And this is where I go in and I do a little bit of slide cutting on the sides, and I use the razor on the front to direct the hair in one direction. Shorter hair directs longer hair, so I did that. Then I used some thickening cream from Unite and blow dried the product in, and then I realized I wanted a little more texture in the crown, so I went in and did some point cutting in the crown area, which isn't something I do all the time, but felt that the razor just wouldn't give a strong enough texture. It would just be a little too soft. I continue on diagonal sections, over directing back to the top of the ear with the point cutting, and then finish up with some texturizing spray to really break that texture up. There we have it. You can see the heavier weight line produced by the lower elevation of the first section we did. As you move up, you can see really textured layers that are movable and allow for a lot of different ways to wear the cut. In this image, I pushed the hair forward instead of down, so you can see the effect of the fading rather than cutting one length to the hard line of disconnection. This will allow the haircut to grow out more gracefully and offer quite a bit more versatility in styling. You can also see that by graduating our first sections rather than layering, we were able to build a silhouette that complements the head shape rather than collapsing it, which is what layers would have done. We've also put our weight line in a place that gives style complementary lines, which is a very important aspect to any haircut with weighted lines. You can see both the hairline and the weight line are all married up to pre-existing shapes that I just think are easier on the eyes, in my opinion. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, make sure to click the like button. That helps me out a ton. And letting me know what kind of stuff you guys like. And make sure to subscribe if you are all about learning hair and talking about hair, all things hair, without the bullshit, because there's so much of it out there. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Ciao.